I got a schedule to attend to that.
Goes on the menu, kicks it out. Check, 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 check. Keeps cutting. Super. Just the way. Yes. So the audio works here. We are at Wyatt's Stadium for our game. Back on track. Hoping that this all works. That's the most important. So, it is a little chillier than normal, but no rain is expected, so that's a plus. Our cameraman Chris Cladden. It's always a demonstration. See if you can hear us. Under the we would like to welcome you to the Farmers National Bank Field and Event Sport Complex for today's contest. Featuring Urgent, Warren Harding High School, in your Ursuline honor. In order to make today's contest as enjoyable as possible, please represent your school and community in a positive and respectful manner. That means follow the rules, seek and act responsibly, and show courtesy and respect for your fellow fans, the officials, and coaches, the administration, the storytellers, and of course your team and its opponents. Let's make today's contest great. And remember to watch it to be. Thank you. The officials assigned to this contest have been selected and assigned according to procedures adopted by the Chicago High School Athletic Association. The officials are center referee, Saki Access, assistant referee, AJ Marcello, and Ben Foot. And now let's meet the team. First, the reserve players for Warren Harding High School. Mia Smith, number 17, captain, Helena Ivan, number 11, captain, Dave Brown, number 13, captain, Hannah Brown. Warren Harding is coached by assistant Dave Brown, Brown Brown, Kevin Brown.
All right.
Let's meet the reserve players for Ursuline High School. Number 30, Mia Guerrero. Number 20, Adrian Zudavern. Number 30, Kayla Maniscalco. Number 12, Shaylee Leslie. Number 21, Christina Eskew. Number 29, Kaylin Turner. Number 33, Caitlin Kennedy. Number 15, Marky Krolbert. Number 8, Leah Finnegan. Number 6, Monica Doobie. Number 5, Lakin Bednar. Number 4, Hoda Mahone. Number 3, Taylor Goss. Number 27, Jasmine Demain. Number 32, Rochelle Cromartie. Number 13, Madison Rivera. And number 24, Ariana Flato. And now let's meet the starting lineup for your Lady Irish. Number 11, Michaela Kish. Number 28, Gracie Fuchs. Number 10, Ronnie Dubus. Number 18, Epernay Wheel. Number 2, Elizabeth Tynel. Number 14, Livia Rohrbaugh. Number 34, Mariah Rivera. Goalkeeper, number 1, Gabrielle Tremartin. Number 7, Carly Casey. Number 23, Captain Jordan Miller. Number 25, Captain Marina Bolito. The Ursuline Irish are coached by head coach Roy Smith, assistant coach Diane Dorchok, and trainer Sonia Farinan. We live in a great country with freedoms like no other. To honor America and respect for all who have served this great country to defend our freedoms, you're invited to stand and sing our national anthem.
All right. Hopefully, we got our audio issues cleared up. We're down here at uh, Farmers National Bank Field, home of YSU, both boys and girls, and Mooney, both boys and girls. Looking at the home team, they're going to set up in a 4-1-4-1. They're talking to Coach Roy Schmidt. They like to shift it around and make it look a little bit different just about every minute of the game. So they might start off in this, but they probably won't end the game in this formation. You have in the middle Jordan Miller, one of our showcase players in this game. Marina Bolito in the back. On the Harding side of things, we have a couple of names you might know. Sophie Gardner in the middle. There's about a handful of Browns and Boyoses. And Natalie James in between the pipes and net. They're running a 4-4-2, which I mislabeled as 4-4-3. Fix that. Chris, up there, how's it feel the weather-wise?
It feels pretty good, Tim. It's a little chilly, nice brisk wind coming through, but overly not too bad.
As we mentioned earlier, we got ourselves a new graphics set, and we could see that it is 64 degrees outside, partly sunny, looks a little bit overcast. Perfect playing conditions in my book. Speaking of Sophie Gardner, she's one of our players to look at on the other side. Second team all district, all conference, all Steel Valley honorable mention. Uh, I think the most impressive thing on any of these student athletes is their GPA of 4.324. Nicely done. Coming in as the leading scorer from last year with 12 goals, 4 assists. Looking at her to make a mark on the game. we go. All the way back to the keep. Wind might be a factor a little bit in the game. Bring it out to the corner, out for our first corner. Cross off the head. They got a lot of space here in the middle. Cleared out by it looks like a brown. Both teams playing a midfield heavy formation. You're going to see the ball in the middle of the screen just about every moment of this game. It's a good through ball onside. Picked up by the keeper. We have a world-class officiating crew today, centered by Saki Atsis. Atsis. I always want to throw an extra syllable into his name.
Das Boot.
I get to press those buttons. Hopefully we're hearing them. That is the Das Boot button. First shot on goal. First goal. Brian making a remark felt. Early on in the game, that's what you want to catch the defense napping just a little bit, get numbers up, and they're able to kind of pick on that center defender. Nice first shot, nice first goal. I believe that was Joe Ellen O'Brien. As you can see, Harding trying to play that high line, condense the field down. Shot off the target. Goal kick. Looks like the 4-4-1 ran by the Irish is morphed into something a little bit different. Midfielders getting up, defenders getting up. Thrown for the Irish. Shot by the Irish, just wide. For that outside mid, just or outside defender just can't get to it. And you can hear the wind. You can see the flag. It's getting a little chilly out. It's a good ball up. Not a lot of help when she wins it, though. A lot of green jerseys around there. It's control outside wide, switching fields. If she can get it up or over, this looks similar to the goal they scored. I get some control. Sophie Gardner does. It's Hannah Brown on the ball. That's a tough one. We got our first foul and free kick for the Harding Raiders. Three-person wall. That's a rough angle. That probably should work. Asked for 10, so you got to wait for the referee's whistle. Had she not asked for it, he could have shot it right then and there. Ooh. Shot, not necessarily on goal, but a shot. Both teams enjoying 2 shots on target so far. I guess not on target. Nice build up in the back. We've talked about this during the Cardinal Classic that it's tough for teams. They seem to do a very good job getting out of the back, getting in the middle third, and then when you get to your attacking third, it gets up to the forwards. It's just kind of the ball dies a little bit. You need a little more creativity, a little more risk taking. Hannah Brown showing her speed. Is she going to get to it? She is not. Couple players figuring out what to do. Nice pass back. Natalie James quickly and calmly got it out. Team still enjoys possession. Looking at their first games, Ursuline had a 6-1 loss to Perry. Apparently, Perry has a very good freshman that was able to produce a lot of goals. Whereas the Harding Raiders played St. Vincent St. Mary's, home of LeBron James, and came away with a 2-1 win as their first game of the season. Last time these two teams met, it was a 2-2 tie. Sometimes that ball gets stuck. It's a tough ask to have someone try to run 30 yards and the only player up there, even if they were to win it, control it, and shoot it. It's part of that 4-4-1, possibly. Although I think she made that run from the midfield. Starting, if they can get a nice controlling ball up front, it's going to be tough to defend. They are getting a lot of numbers up. I see 5 just near the ball. Able to pressure like they are. Oh, well, might be getting our first. Dangerous play. Well done by Gabrielle Cromartie, junior goalkeeper for the Irish. Irish are going to get a lot of space behind the four defenders of the Raiders there. Just got to be able to get some numbers up and make a nice pass and not necessarily just hit and hope. Nice control. They're getting some numbers up. This can be tough to defend. Might go up for another corner. Or, ooh, not necessarily what you want from your center defender. Their second corner, taken by Jordan Miller. Jordan was first team all district and made it to nationals with her club team Soccer Vision Academy. Junior was one of the leading scorers with 9 goals and 6 assists last year. A bad ball in, but not nobody really there. Gonna go out for another Ursuline throw. Just about 27 minutes left. Take a look at our sponsors up there. Baird Brothers being one of them. You'll see them rotating underneath the score bug today. Third corner kick for the Irish. Nicely saved by Natalie. Excuse me, Natalie James. One of the scores coming in halftime at Poland and Manchester. Now, if you remember Manchester, they're the team that knocked out champion in Division Three. Right now, it is Poland 6, Manchester 0 on the girls' side. Nicely done by Natalie James, resetting the defense. I see some scores scrolling across the bottom of the screen. If you have one of games that are going, text us on our Google number. Another score: Columbiana girls 9, Bristol girls 3. As this game gets down to the corner, they got numbers up. Take that as a shot, but obviously not on goal. You can hear Coach, the man that needs no microphone. It's a good ball. It's a lot of space over there. That's the most numbers they have up. They've got someone running. If she can get it to her. Some lively fans here at YSU Stadium. Subs coming on. Another one. Columbiana boys 5-0 against Heartland Christian. Aiden Radcliffe with the hat trick again. Excuse me, not again, but one of the premier players in our area. So we have a second. We want to thank all of our sponsors that make what we do possible. You'll see them scrolling under the scoreboard. Ursuline has numbers up, and they got pretty high line here. No foul. Free kick area, but this is one of those venues where you look and there's just so much space you can miss. Some areas have a nice backdrop to where it feels like the goal's much bigger. This one makes the goal feel a lot smaller. Jordan Miller put it on frame. Shot and save. Right? Free kick coming. We're hitting that lull of the game. We always talk about it during our games of the week. When you're equal parts from the beginning of the game to the halftime bell, or horn, or whistle. And now, first corner kick for the Raiders. I believe that's Sophie Gardner bringing it in. Keeper coming out. Didn't quite get to it. Still bouncing around. It's a nice turn. I believe that's Haley Brown. They got numbers and no offsides if they can get it over the head.
Das Boot.
Right, if we had to say who was controlling possession a little bit more, I'd say that Harding had a little bit more possession, but didn't quite have, weren't dominating it, I wouldn't say. Do it again. Do it a third time. This ball across. Can she get control and get a shot? Sophie Gardner with the left foot. Another corner kick. Now, knowing that the keeper's coming out a lot in the last couple, you would think that this would be directed a little more back post. Or she went for the Olympico. I like the quick start. Catch them on their heels, but it only works if everyone knows it's coming from the team in possession. And round, can she get around, get her foot? She does, just a little bit too late for the goal kick. No, I've said this before, and I remember last year there was a shot, almost. I said it last year. Having green jerseys on a green field, does that give you an advantage or a disadvantage? Is it harder to see for your players, or is it harder to see for the defenders to mark you? Who knows?
Das Boot.
It's ball in. So far, the Raiders have enjoyed the edge in shooting, 5 shots to 3. And they have that all important shot on goal that went in for the 1-0 scoreline right now. We got Joellen O'Brien, who scored it in the 37th minute in the first half. Good control by Carly Casey, taken down with a foul. Or at least I sit corrected. Must have gotten some ball in that one. Some stifling defense by the Raiders. Two girls are vastly offsides. Got a helicopter going over. Hopefully, that's a medevac one. Hopefully, everyone's okay. Comes out of the Sherritt Road airstrip. So, beginning of the season, first couple games, you got some jitters, you got some things to work out. I don't think anyone's playing their absolute best game, although that Poland girls score line is 6-0 at halftime. Maybe they are. Coach Neil Huda does a fantastic job over at Poland. Foul on the Raiders. Now, as a forward, I love this. I love when the other team had a high line. I would sprint across the face of, horizontally. As soon as she hit that ball, I was in. As always, we're a beautiful Farmers National Bank Field here down at YSU, one of the best venues to watch a game at. If you want to, make sure you follow us on all our social medias, especially our Instagram gets a lot of coverage. I believe that's referee Ben Heflick over there doing his best flag line impersonation. Oh, that was close. Another shot. Like we said before, they are commanding a little bit more of the possession. They've got 6 shots to the 3, doubling up on the shots. If this was a heavyweight fight, first round so far has gone to the Raiders. Looks like they tracked Jordan Miller back, the center defender, shoring up the ship back there. Or possibly just to take that goal kick as she's sprinting into the midfield role. It's 14, Liv Rohrbaugh. It's Kendall Lynn Host, number 18 for the Raiders, trying to get it across. Going out for another corner. Anything you noticing up there, Chris, that I haven't highlighted yet?
No, Tim, I think you're doing a fantastic job, other than your brief squirrel moment with the helicopter.
Any scores coming into our Google number?
A little busy up here, Tim. I haven't had time to check yet.
Come on, you got to do the job of 4 people up there, man. Sorry. Oh, we got our first boot it call from a parent, which 9 out of 10 times is probably not what you want to do. Kendallin is making her way up the sideline. Kendallin Host, number 18. Try to play it across to Hannah Brown, just off the mark. That's a great ball. Will Natalie James get to it? Yes, it'll roll into the box for a comfortable pickup. Just under 10 minutes to go, 1-0. I believe she's offsides. AR's got it. That's the benefits of playing that high line. Less field to defend, but if she was on by a couple feet, that could have been bad. You got some fresh legs up top for the Irish. Wynn keeping that right where it was. That's a great control out of the back. I believe that's number 1, Erica Brooks in the back. Can't really tell the number. That's probably a foul. Chris, would you call that a foul?
I would have, Tim. I can tell you somebody that probably wouldn't have, though.
Just 5 people clapping.
I think you know.
Verticality, Chris. Sophie Gardner with control. Plays it up to Hannah Brown. Hannah speedy. Wants to get it onto her stronger right foot. There's not enough space for anything to go towards the net. Offsides. That was a great step by the Irish because all it took was one person staying back and not being on the program. And that would have been a goal, but nicely done by the defenders on Irish side. Another foul on the Raiders. Sounds like someone just fell off the stands. And this is where an outside wide mid on the weak side, if she was starting to run, she probably could get a nice ball across into her area. I think Jordan Miller has had more of time with the ball at her feet than any other player on the field, goalkeepers included. Good foul call. I think that's just effort that kind of ball bounce funny. Still a foul, though, absolutely. Jordan Miller again looking to get it across the face of goal with that high line. If you got an outside mid making a run across, you should have more than enough time and space to get it going. Nicely stepped in. Sophie Gardner tries to control it to Hannah Brown. Hannah Brown does have it. It's a great ball on the outside. Can she get to it? Back across, just not quite there. Another corner kick for the Raiders. They now have the edge there, 4-3 against the Irish. It's a gritty and grimy game so far. Control is at an all-time high. Maybe the player in the middle might have been off. It's control. Probably going to go back to Natalie James. Outside defender over here should be getting wide. Big ball. She's onside. She's going to get there. Is that the goal scorer, O'Brien? Who's going to get to there first? Rye Ramin's trying to get it for the turf monster. Got her. Left footed shot. And they are the Raiders are getting a lot of shots. Just a lot of them are just kind of from outside the 18 going towards net. Nothing really making the goalie sweat. Yep, that's a foul. That's all that about.
2 minutes remaining.
You heard the man. This could be very dangerous. Oh, she's offsides. It's a little too close to the keeper. It's going to gently bounce to her. Think if you're the Raiders here, you just want to get out of halftime with a 1-0 win. Get out of the first half, 1-0. Talk about it. Get some Gatorade and get back out for the second. Snap that with her back. Nicely done. Right to Jordan Miller. Jordan gets it outside. She can control, turn up, and beat a player. Throwing for the Raiders with 26 seconds left. Okay, as we go into halftime, 1-0. I doubt that they're even going to do this because they're subbing.
2, 5, 4, 3.
And as we go to halftime, 1-0 on the Joellen O'Brien goal. We'll be back after half with the ambient sound still on. Hey, we're back at it for halftime. Switching sides, getting ready for the second half. Taking a quick look at our halftime stats. So far, the edge going to the Harding Raiders. And I like how they started off the first half. Looks like Harding trying to get the advantage, sending the ball out to the flanks. You see that more often than not. Them not teams not passing it all the way to the back for defenders to get to. They want to get that 20, 30 yards right off the rip. And a correction from the first half. For some reason, I am not in mid-season form. I saw Jocelyn O'Brien as Josellen. Thank you for the correction on YouTube. Appreciate it. I don't know what I was thinking. So she had the goal in the 37th minute in the first half. Let's see how the second half goes and what it brings us. Also, stay tuned. We have our player of the game at the end. That will be in a video put on our social media later on tonight. That player gets a free pizza courtesy of Papa John's. Thank you to Kyle Betts. Great guy. You can go to different locations. It's free large pizza too. I mean, I was eyeing that up sitting at my house not too long ago. But they get that. They get a pin for their Letterman's jacket. They get a tag to put on their bag. They get a patch. They get a couple of stickers. One that says "Player of the Game." Uh, they get a bag. They get a T-shirt. You know, the whole 9 yards. We really want to support and show out for these young men and women who play the game well. Well, this looks promising for Ursuline. That's tough getting it on your weak foot just to get a ball into there. It's Mariah Rivera with the throw for Ursuline. Liz Tynell, number 2, trying to get some space up top. No one misses her with those bright shoes. Smart play. A lot of trust in your keeper, Natalie James. Senior plays it right to an Ursuline player, just can't control it. Seven, Carly Casey. It's a great ball. They got numbers up. They got 4 across if she can get it in. And if the shot right to the keeper. Nicely punted out. Get viewers from all over. That's Carly and John Neer over in Boardman watching. And little Clyde himself.
Yes, Johnny. Out. Hi. Are you ready to start? Take Fridays from school next week. That's why I was talking. Yes, Liz. Just pop. Here. See we Mama Taylor? Yeah.
4 or 5 passes in a row. Haley Brown on the outside, controlling it. Got another foul. Now again, if you can get wide, if you can get a ball across that outside wing on the weak side is usually pretty open. Right there. or the anxiety that these players have at getting screamed at by 5, 6, 7 adults. It's a great give and go. Goal.
And Sophie Gardner.
Set up by the great give and go.
You gotta get it up here.
She has her there, but any farther up, she would have been offside, so she did have to delay her run a little bit. But back to the goal, it was just a nice give and go. I think that was Hannah Brown up there getting the ball, wall pass around the defender and sticking with it. The score coming in, that game in Poland just went final. Poland girls 9, Manchester 0. Great result for them. You got numbers up again if they can keep her coming off her line. Nicely done. Oh, nicely one up. Nicely scored out of there. That's tough when you give it up right to the other team there. That's a shot, but oh, it's a ball boy's nightmare.
Stop, Brandon.
Things we want to do. We want to thank our cameraman upstairs. That's Chris Platten on our new camera, new tripod, new everything up there. Good for him. We got some new equipment that we're working with this year and trying to make it all work. Hopefully, it's a better product we're putting out there. Handball in the Irish. It's another one. Almost. So that's one of those plays that I've been talking to with some people in the soccer world that when the player goes and they run into the goalie and the goalie doesn't get the ball, anywhere else in the field, if that were to happen, that would be a foul. But the goalie does have some special privileges, especially inside of their goalie box. But hitting that person in a 50-50, that's a gray area for me. There's not really like a, when this happens, it's 100% a foul or 100% not. Foul on the Raiders. Another foul on him. Back to the keeper. Steadfast. Looks like the Irish are starting to get a little bit anxious here. Numbers up. Played across. She could play it up and in. Nicely done. It's tough to get through 3. Nice trap of the ball. Hannah Brown. Student body right. Everybody's over there. Still a shot. That makes double digits for them. If you see the scores going across the bottom and you want to add into it, go ahead and call our Google number, or better yet, text us with the scores that you had. So if you're at a game, you want us to know about the score, we'll put it on our website. We'll also put it here live on the bottom of the screen.
There, right there. It's gonna drop. Go.
Ooh.
Harley, don't stop, girl.
Played out wide, but there's a player there. Throw for the Raiders. Z minor in the back for the Raiders, having a nice game. Center defender Haley Brown trying to play it back to James. See if she can switch fields quickly. 1 or 2 touch. 1 touch. Right back up into the mix. Not offsides. Close though. Gardner with the distance shot. That might be a fatigue shot. Setting in a little bit, a little tired. Just maybe saw her off her line, want to get one in.
Good job, Ronnie. See with the go.
It's a lot of speed by Haley Brown in the back. It's tough to get around her. Play back. The ball up. Nicely won. It's that Kendall and Host on this outside wing. Z minor with the throw. Nice throw. Goal scorer Jocelyn O'Brien fighting for it. Turf's fast. Got to play more to feet sometimes. Got to be more accurate with your passing. No, we haven't used yet.
Top net is the best net.
Chris, what do you say to that?
I don't believe there was any top net, Tim.
No, not today. Not yet.
You don't have to press the button.
I feel like I do.
It needs to happen organically.
Unlucky. Going to play it outside 100 out of 100 times. Moore with the ball. I think I misidentified her in the beginning of the game. That's a great ball, and that's a step where the outside defenders step, but the inside ones did, and you get inverted there. It's a nice turn. Two of the best players on each team. Out for a goal kick. Nicely done by the Irish to bend but not break there. Both coaches yelling instruction. You got Kevin Brown on the Harding side and Roy Schmidt on the Ursuline side. Both have been around for a while. Roy maybe just a tad longer. There's Amir Hudson making a business decision. Business decision. This could be dangerous. Put him home going in, but Natalie James is there. Oh, that's a tough one off the head. No offsides there, even if. Wants to get it off to her right foot, lays it off. Couldn't get her hips around to score that one. Nice play, nice counterattack by the Raiders. Seems to be a tough position to be in if you're the Irish to get the ball out from a goal kick. Seems like they've done that a lot today. Seems like they practice that a lot. And this counterattack is pretty nice. Jordan Miller in the back line now. Just under 23 minutes, 2-0, a couple goals, one in each half. Jocelyn O'Brien and Sophie Gardner. The Irish are yet to put a shot on target. I lied. They put one shot on target.
Tim, I got a little score update for you.
Nice.
Columbiana 9, Bristol 3.
Nice.
Not sure the
That was
status of the rest of the game.
that was a final for the girls.
Okay.
Thanks, Chris.
No problem, Tim. I just give them to you as I get them.
A couple of big games too. Fitch Hoover, Stowe Lake, Warren JFK at Lakeview. JFK's team on the rise, especially with Dee Dee Ryan playing the way she is. As much as I know that Poland girls are a very good team, that is kind of a shocking scoreline that a team that was a regional finalist, regional winner, played in the state final four last year, lost 9-0. It's a good turn. That's a great one too. No one going on to it. Noticing Jordan. Ooh, that's a foul. That may or may not be a card. He's thinking about it. But Jordan Miller has been just about everywhere. She's been in the midfield. She's been almost like an attacking center. Just now, she defended on an outside defense. So I feel like she is trying her everything to keep the Irish in this ball game. I have a feeling that's something that Coach Roy is going to work on in the for their next game. As to there it is, where to put those free kicks if they're playing a high line. Corner kick for the Irish. Foul on the Irish. It's one of those, hey, the ball's up here. It hasn't been up here in a while. We really have to make something of this. Give everything you have, even if you have to foul a little bit. Ursuline is gaining some momentum here. They're putting some pressure on the defenders from Harding. Nice 1-2. Not mistaken. That kind of looks like Haley Brown on the outside. They might have switched sides with her, unless that's her coming up here. I definitely need glasses. Here comes.
Das Boot.
Looks like Haley Brown has been controlling things in the back, always playing it back to Natalie James, getting it up the field, looking for that outside mid on the other side. Sooner or later, the Irish need to know that that's exactly what's about to happen and plan for that. There you go. Got to switch fields. She is off. Under 20 minutes to go. We got to start thinking of our player of the game still. Obviously, a couple goal scorers. I think Haley Brown's been playing well in the back. Natalie James has been playing well. On the other side, excuse me, Jordan Miller has been playing very well for the Irish. Typically, we give that player of the game to a team that wins if they do win. If there's a tie, it's usually, we get to choose. Coming across. Nicely shot and saved. That up, get a nice punt on it. Irish are pushing numbers up. They've got 3, 4, 5 up. They just got to win that 50-50 ball and control it to feet. Looking at our starters again for the Raiders playing today. For the Irish. It seems like that ball is there, that long ball that, you know, playing across a couple lines, but it's just kind of getting booted out into the middle, and Natalie James able to clean it up every time. If they played a little more feet or just out with a little more intent to pass, I think they're gonna get one in.
Come on, Irish. Here we go.
Haley Brown with the throw in, Irish throw. So I was seeing things that was not Haley Brown on the other side. Oh, Jordan Miller playing center defender. That's three defenders, almost four, but then has to retreat to her center defender position. And the Irish only have a couple players in comparison to the Harding Raiders, six. She's going to go outside every single time. Sophie Gardner looking for the cross. She's got a couple numbers up. A little too much for the goal kick. Under 15 minutes left to go. 2-0. Warren Harding. Just a reminder, follow us on our socials at Steel Valley SVS. A lot of people saw that Aiden Ratcliffe shot or that Maddox Andrea shot from last Friday. Throw. Coming together off of the Raider player. It's a nice check too from the center forward, but just a little bit outside of her range for the outside mid to get to.
Das Boot.
Take a look. It's still 64 degrees, kind of staying consistent out there. Wind at 15 miles an hour. I don't know. Feels a little cooler, right, Chris?
It's starting to get pretty chilly up here, Tim.
What are you, Tim the Toolman Taylor? You're God, what was his counterpart?
I know the
Al
answer.
Borland.
I wasn't going to give it to you.
It's another rough play there where keepers coming out, players going in. Almost on cue, you can hear that wind up there. Wind is a paid actor. Straight ball, straight run can't happen. You got to get that diagonal pass or diagonal run. I had the pleasure of interviewing both coaches actually, but Coach Brown at their stadium over there in Warren, and they have that new indoor facility. Absolutely fantastic. If you want to see it, go to our YouTube or go to our website and take a look at our interviews there. It was the backdrop. It is beautiful in there. They've got a track on the ground floor, a track on the above floor. They've got a bunch of, it almost looks like stores on the outside. They got the turf in the middle. They got screens that can come down, protect people if they're playing indoor in there. It's really, really nice. We'll count that as a shot. That's the 14th shot for the Raiders. Out shooting the Irish. 14-4. Both teams almost in double digits in the foul category. Ooh. Next 15 shots. That almost went in. That's the right call. Yeah, it looks like she might have got spiked in the thigh. Clock is still running. Probably should have been stopped, but I stopped ours. We're just over 9 minutes to go here. Free kick for the Irish. The Irish are going to try to get back into this game. They got to definitely get some numbers up. You want to see Jordan Miller up in that midfield attack and winning the ball and controlling it there and making that final pass in. It's not a bad ball, just not too many people running onto it. Ooh, I disagree with that one. I think she just got kicked with the ball.
Jordan, come on. You got it.
No pressure or anything, Jordan. Just possibly your mom yelling that you got to get this or you're walking home. This is what they're looking to do. Is they're looking to counterattack. I believe that is Sophie Gardner. Yep. Ooh, almost tried to thread the needle with a little bit of an outside shot. Shot and saved. There's control. Oh. Nothing has gotten through Haley Brown. Our first yellow card. We got a player down.
My mouth will stop. My mouth will stop.
Low down some of the keys of victory that we had for today's game as she pops up. I believe that's Haley Brown. Switching fields, group defending, and capitalizing on opportunities. It seems like the Raiders have done each and every one of those. Chris, what do you think?
Well put, Tim.
I'm like a kid with a new toy.
Tim, I'm not sure if this is a up-to-date scoreline, but I have a United 3-1 over Crestview for boys.
Nice.
And anybody interested in sending us scores can text us at 330-333-0027.
Another shot and save.
I'm pretty sure I caught the fear in her eyes as that ball ricocheted outside the box.
I feel like we've had a large amount of 50-50 balls where both players just kind of run into each other. Not necessarily one winning the ball and the other just kind of hitting them a little bit, not like a clattering together, but just a lot of players fighting for the ball and not really winning it, I guess. And the throw, we're just over 5 minutes to go. Another shot and save. That makes her 7th save.
Five minutes remaining in the game.
May or may not have been a foul. Said he got the ball a little bit. Oh, misstep there. And a nice recovery. It's also, oh, 'Chris, I didn't get to see who got the card for the Irish. Is that number 7?
Yes, to number 7 and I believe 22.
So that's 3 yellow cards there. 2 for the Irish, 1 for the Raiders. I think he had the card on the initial and then the reaction by the Warren Harding player. Probably an early night for her with 4:31 left to go.
Uh-oh.
And in it goes.
What great sportsmanship and teammanship from her teammate there to not steal that from her and let that roll in, so she got that score.
She is a better person than I am.
I was just gonna say, Tim, would you have done the same thing?
Absolutely not. Is that number 5? There you go,
Does
Najon
that answer your
Moore.
question?
Yes. Thanks, Chris. Still working hard. Sophie Gardner sprinting into the corner. Throwing Irish. They're stopping the clock for everything because they're within 2 minutes of the game. They're not within 2 minutes, within 5 minutes of the game. This whole counting thing, not my thing, Chris.
The math just ain't math for you, Tim.
I bet you I know what's about to happen. Plays it back to the keeper, and keeper drills it to the outside mid. You know what I just thought of, Chris, is that if our audio is messing up and it's only my talking that you hear, it sounds like I'm talking to myself and there's no one answering. Be like a regular Monday for me.
Got an updated score for you, Tim. We got Gerard 2, Badger 2. Like
Nice.
goals by Jessica Hansen and Addison Silverman.
Nice. So we're 2 minutes left to go. 3-0. It looks like it's out of control for the Irish. They can just try to save some dignity here, try to get one in. Throw in Sophie Gardner. Nice win by the Irish defender. Can't see a number there. Jordan Miller trying to do everything she can here. Has one more defender, then 3 more to go. There's no way she's got the energy for that. She's been running all over the place all game. She has played her heart out. There's another foul. So 12th committed by the Raiders. Not what you want to see with under a minute left from your if you're Kevin Brown over there. You just kind of want everyone to play nice, get out of here with the fewest cards and injuries as you can. You're up 3-0. It's basically a win.
Hey,
10 seconds left. We're a little behind on our all the restarts and starts.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
All right, there's your final 3-0. Harding with the victory. Stay tuned to our socials for our player of the game, and we will see you next time.